Testing, 1, 2, and we are live. Hey, how's everybody doing this week? Welcome back. This is Bronze Dragon with my weekly live stream titled The Saturday Morning Stand-Up. Appreciate it when you stop by, where we discuss all things Splinterlands, Hive Gaming, Play to Earn, Atlas Earth. So, yeah, I'm on the rebound this week. I had an operation midweek, and this is the first day I've done anything YouTube related in the last few days, so please bear with me. But we can discuss whatever you want to talk about. Just go ahead and put it in the chat and we can bring it up. Lots of things going on. Mostly the things I've done this week. I did buy a few cards in Splinterlands. Let's go ahead and jump in there. Interesting buy I had this week. First of all, let's just take a look at at where the tokens are this morning. Wibble's in the house. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. DEC down a little bit this morning. SPS up. I like to see SPS over a penny. That's really nice. I bought a little bit of SPS and DEC this week. Just following my usual, buy a little bit at a time strategy, never go in big time all at once. But it's good to see that. I also, an interesting card I bought this week. Let's check this out. Hey, Gathering, welcome. Paul, thanks for stopping by. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in this fine world. Let's reset this. I bought an Untamed card this week. And of course it's Dragon. And it was the Vigilator. I find that a very interesting looking card. Looks kind of like a Venus flytrap type of thing. But I found the powers pretty interesting. Poison, Thorns, and Double Strike. Along with melee and range. Pretty decent speed. But that's what I bought this week. So, hey, Mystic Force, welcome. Welcome to the show. See what everybody wants to talk about. Also, I had some heavy action in Atlas Earth this week. I took over as mayor in my area, so that's one piece of information. I did that the night before the operation, and then I've kind of lost the last 3 days because this is the first day, frankly, that I haven't been on pain meds. But everything went well. I'm glad to be back with you. I didn't know whether I was going to do it today, but I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and pull up my bootstraps and stop taking the medicine. Got a little bit of energy. It was fine when I was on those drugs. I didn't have any energy to do anything for YouTube. So interestingly enough, I also got some matches in on Splinterlands as well during the time down. We can go down to ranked play. This is my main account. But I was playing on my secondary account. Let's log out. We also did the end of season yesterday. I did not get a chance to do videos on those yet, but we could buy some chests. I don't know about chests, maybe draws. And hey, I've got my guild brawls I have to do this week or today as well. So. Wibble says win 2K sub stream. Well, we'll do a stream whenever that comes around. I'm getting pretty close. We'll do something special. We might do something special today. I don't know. But I'm getting pretty close to 2K. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Appreciate it. If I seem a little bit low on energy today, it's because I'm still coming out of this. But I did want to get on here. I look forward to talking to you all on a weekly basis. So talking about some gaming, Splinterlands, Atlas Earth, whatever you want to talk about. Caleb Nell, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Says, hey, I'm new. Atlas Earth or Splinterlands? Which makes more money? I would say it just depends on Atlas Earth up front with very little money investment. Atlas Earth is going to make you more money. Splinterlands is a choice if you like collectible card games. I don't, at this point, really advise. I don't really talk about Splinterlands. Can you make money in Splinterlands? Sure, you can, but it takes a large investment as well. In either renting or buying. It's really, Splinterlands is really for people who like collectible card games, because let's face it, any collectible card game you get into and you want to play in tournaments and make money off of it, you've got to put a significant investment in it. So, but it's a game I've been playing over the years, and everything is slowly built up. And I'm making a little bit off of it, and I can't pretend I'm not, but I've also put a decent amount in it. Whereas Atlas Earth, I put a lot of time and kind of time and effort into it. I forget what Dwayne used to say. Usually says time and attention, that kind of thing. But I haven't put a lot of money into Atlas Earth, and I'm drawing money off of it as well. So two completely different type of games. And Atlas Earth is really a collectible strategy type land game. And it's more of a platform. It's more of a platform, one of these play to earn platforms where you watch ads, you do surveys, you play various games, and you earn money, turn around, buy land, and then that makes you more money. Whereas Splinterlands, it's what do I want to say? There's a lot to it. There's a card game, there's a land game. You can play, you can rent cards, you can buy cards, you can invest SPS. That's another main difference is Atlas Earth is not a Web3 tokenized game. So there's a lot to Splinterlands. Can you make money off of it? Sure. But at this point, I think that you need to invest into it to make money off of it. So that's different than Atlas Earth. Although a lot of people play Atlas Earth and they put a lot of money into Atlas Earth. So none of what I'm talking about is investment advice. Keep that in mind. I play these as games and I try to make off of it what I can. So there's that. Hopefully that kind of answers your question. If you like card games, I would try out Splinterlands. And in fact, they've incredibly beefed up the free-to-play side of Splinterlands, especially lately. This last week, a lot of big changes went in on the free-to-play. So if you just want to dip your toe in, check it out. You can play free-to-play. And they're coming out with a mobile app. You can play it in a mobile browser currently. And they're working on the mobile app, and a lot of these changes are moving towards that, especially the free-to-play part. Dip your toes in. You don't have to invest a bunch of money into the game to see if you like playing the game. And if you get up and running and you like playing the game, then you can buy some cards, rent some cards, put some SPS down, and kind of get into it slowly. So I like the changes they're making. And I intend on, whenever they kind of make the announcement that a lot of their quote-unquote changes they've been making that fall under the umbrella of making the player experience better have been released towards the end of the year. I'm going to take a second look, and I think I might even open up a new account in one of those free-to-play accounts and just kind of dive into it and look at it from a brand new player's perspective, because I think one of these things that I and a lot of us who've been playing Splinterlands, and for that matter, a lot of different games, if you do coverage of a game and you've been playing for years, you lose the perspective of what it is to be a new player. And a lot of stuff, that's why when I do videos, a lot of times I try to mention things that would benefit new players. And it's not necessarily older players don't get a whole lot of value out of it, but they see that I'm trying to, pass along some information to new players. But the game is in a lot of change. A lot of change is going on with the game, and we're crossing our fingers. Hopefully it all is for the better, bring a lot of new players into the game. So hopefully that doesn't muddy it up too much. But yeah, go ahead and throw further questions in. There's a lot of players here that have been playing Splinterlands for quite a while. We can also answer questions about Atlas Earth as well. Gathering says probably Atlas Earth unless you are heavily invested in Splinterlands. Okay, just what I just said. But you can earn in Splinterlands even with little investment. Play every day and it adds up. Yeah. So one of the things that you can do is you can play games, and like I said, one of the things I really like doing is playing the guild brawls. So you can get into the game and you can play guild brawls as free to play, and you can start accruing what's called glint, which is a token in the game, and you can turn around and you can go ahead and you can buy card packs, which gives you more cards, strengthen your cards, build your card levels up, which basically helps you play better, play at a higher level, right? And these are things that just kind of add up over time. Now, as you jump in and you start playing, like, I've lost, this account has lost. Okay, so I had turned this account off because it was the first day of the season, and this account does terrible. But we could switch over to modern, and if you see, like the last time I played was 5 days ago, but you earn a certain amount of SPS, which is the token in-game cryptocurrency, and then you earn the glint, which you can turn around. Like, we can go to the shop over here. So I have some glint balance here, and this came from the last season just ended. So I can go over to the shop and I can say, well, let's see. I want to buy, let's buy an epic draw, or let's buy 10 epic draws, okay? And I don't have enough glint. So let's buy 5 epic draws and see what I get. Okay. So let's go ahead and use alchemy potions. And an epic draw is just going to give you a designated epic card. It's variable what you get, but it's going to be an epic. So I went and I bought 5 epics because I think in this set the epics bear a lot of strength, bring a lot of strength to your deck. So let's go ahead and see what I got. Got an Arachne Weaver, got a Thanalorian Blade, got another Olivia the Brook, got a Halfling Refugee, and I got a Night Reaper. So these are all cards I can play in the game. Now I can't sell these cards right off. I could pay a little bit of money and be able to sell them to open them up to sell. But what I'm looking for in this account is to strengthen my deck. And we'll go over to check out the rewards under Rebellion and look under epics. And we'll see that each one of these I've got an extra copy of that I just got. So we can go into Thanalorian Blade and we can see, well, it's level 3 and I need 9 more to make level 4. Is that going to be enough to level up? No, but it all adds up over time, and as you go up, so this Thanalorian Blade looks like this at level 3, but when it levels up to level 4, it gets an extra damage. So it's very much like other card games like that. So you level up cards, you play, you get value for your play, and you can, these are called reward cards because it's rewards for your time and attention, like Dwayne likes to say. Okay, let's dive in and see what people are saying. Rooney 207's in the house. Good morning. Thanks for dropping by. Alex T is here. Rooney says, Atlas Earth is about grinding. I would agree. I'm getting ready to do a video this week. I made a massive move this last week, and there is a fair amount of strategy, especially when you start competing for others with mayorships, which is where the end game is, and governorships if you get bigger, you know. But there's a fair amount of strategy, but a lot of it is grinding. But that's what makes it free to play, right? Because most of it is based around advertising, and they're paying you for your time, watching advertisements, playing games, doing surveys, etc. And they've basically taken it to what's loosely referred to as a game to more one of these play-to-earn platforms. And there's several others out there. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Roller Coin, I play that on and off. And there's other stuff. There's Free Cash, if it'll reload, stuff like that. I don't do that a whole lot, but one of the guys I was talking to said that's another good one. Okay, we're over on Woo. So Alex T says you could make faster money on Splinterlands, but you need to know what you're doing. Yeah, there are a lot of people that play Splinterlands and they rent a lot of cards for a low amount of money on a daily basis, and they put a lot of time into it. And I agree with that. But I just don't have the time to do that. It's very much, I kind of think like buying, selling, trading cards, very much like buying and selling penny stocks. And the same thing with renting cards. It's very time intensive. They have put other things, they've put updates into the game to make it easier, like where you can rent a whole set if they're available. So, and they've made changes, especially to the new player perspective, where you can come in and whenever you buy your spell book, which is $10 to get into the game, you get a set of cards. They give you a certain amount of SPS staked for you to basically get you up and running for a little while you learn what the game is. Rooney207 says, you're right about that. Knowledge is your edge in Splinterlands. It's just like anything else. The more you learn, the better you're going to be, the more time you put into it, right? Alex T says, my guy Rooney, I hope your bags are packed. It's starting, finally. Caleb says, I've been playing Atlas Earth for 1 month now, and I'm $1.5 total, 23 parcels. I don't know how to get more games. Got like 30 downloaded. See, that's your problem. You're downloading too many games. Only download games when the game special is on. Okay, so a couple times a month, they will run a special event where you get an extra bonus percentage to your games. Okay, you download a new game and you press through on that and you continue playing that for as much as possible. If you go wide on games, you're going to get to a point where you have a lack of games. What you have to do is start pressing through these games and finishing them off. If you go, like I said, if you go wide, you're going to have a very few to choose from. So make the best use of them. I found that out through learning the hard way as well. So got like 30 downloaded with 24 Atlas bucks from each. Yeah, Splinterlands seems like a hassle. Well, like I said, it's not necessarily a hassle if you like playing card games. If you're just in it for making money, then no, that's not it. If you like to play card games and like the idea of being able to buy, sell, trade cards, make a little bit of money on the side, then that's what Splinterlands is about. It's not about like a play to earn platform, really. I mean, it is, you can earn off of it. There are people that have made wild amounts of money off of it, but it's not like Atlas Earth or, you know, the other ones, Roller Coin or whatever else I've been showing. So I like to test them all out though. Caleb says, if you want to make money in it, haha, but thanks for the answer. Gathering says, Alex will be grabbing those gold foil auction cards soon. Alex T says, nah, I'm doing the cards. I'm just doing the tokens. Caleb says, is there anything similar to Atlas Earth, though? I'm figuring if I have at least 5 apps making money, I could stay unemployed. Like, why would I why would I work if I can pretty much grind crypto? Well, Atlas Earth isn't crypto. I hate saying it, but a lot of this stuff that people do and the play to earn, they're fun on the side, but I can't see making a living off of them. There's so much time, and a lot of them use the same type games, okay? Because let's be clear here. It's all about advertising, okay? The game manufacturers pay these different platforms like Atlas Earth to advertise their games, and in turn, more people play them, and then Atlas Earth gets the advertising dollar, right? Well, you can't, like, if you play one game, you can only use it on one platform for most cases. You know, you can't play it multiple times because your mobile device keeps track of if that's a brand new app installed, and that's what they want to see. They want to see you downloading a new app. So I can't give any advice on that. There are several other. I would say check out Pharaoh Silver. Pharaoh Silver has a channel on YouTube called Beer Money Engine, and he goes over multiple different platforms about play to earn. Now, they're not necessarily like games like Atlas Earth, but they are play to earn, and they're platforms like Roller Coin and the other ones I was talking about, but they all involve the same type of thing. So, okay, let's get back into chat. Rooney207 says, at Caleb, Upland is the better version. I've been seeing some news on Upland. Did they sell? Did somebody buy them? Pharaoh Silver had a fairly decent opinion of Upland, but I don't know what the current situation is. I think that I looked at it, and kind of the current opinion on it is that if you got in early, you might be set up pretty good, but right now you have to be very careful on what you buy in Upland. Let me know if I'm wrong, but that seems to be the clear sentiment about it. Rooney207 goes on to say, I was fortunate enough to start day one at $10 and it's been my best APR Web3 game so far. I'll tell you what, I've been pretty happy. I know we're dodging off the Splinterlands topic, but since we're talking play to earn, I've been pretty happy playing Atlas Earth. I mean, I've been playing for 6 months now. I'm at about $130 made with zero money put into it, other than playing the games and the time frame and everything like that. So been pretty happy with it. That's why I started covering on my channel. So let's go ahead and do a battle. So this is my secondary account. It dipped back down to bronze 1. Let's go ahead and do a battle just for something to do here. Alex T says, I expect to lose 90% that bag. Let's see what we got here. We've got heavy hitters and a low mana cap, 15. Well, when you're down in bronze, you end up with a lot of these low mana caps. Let's see. What am I going to do here? You know what I did this week? I also brought my Thaddeus Brood up to level 4. I had the rest of my... let's try Thaddeus Brood. I don't play Death too often. I usually go in with Zenith Monk. Uraeus. I got 4 mana. Maybe you're a Jack Elder? What do you think? Dark Arborist? I can't do... Don't have a whole lot of low mana in Death in this hand, in this deck. Shadow Snitch in the second position, maybe? Let's do Strengthen, and let's see what I have for 1 mana. Halfling Refugee. Halfling Refugee in second. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. He went with water. Oh, he went right up front with Genoshanis. I'm not feeling so great about this now. Let's see here. Caleb says, oh, and I have to mention, Bronze Dragon, I have you as referee on Atlas Earth. A referee. Got to above 10 parcels. Thank you for the 200. Oh, it's just part of the game, you know. I put out that even in this live stream, if you go into show notes, if you want to play Atlas Earth, I've got my referral code down there. You can start playing, download it with the link or the code, and you get an extra 200 free Atlas bucks when you hit 10 or 11 parcels. Hey, I beat him. Nice. Okay, so here's an example. So I played a match in Modern, and this is low-end Modern. This is Bronze 1. I made 142 glint, and I made 0.2 SPS. So this is what I'm making off this account. And when that glint adds up, I can turn around and buy more cards or more chests with it. So that's just kind of an example. But thanks, Caleb. Rooney207 says, there's a number of free-to-play, play-to-earn games. Mystery Society's tournament. I looked that up, but for some reason it didn't grab my attention last week after we talked about this TMA, Ragnarok. Faucet Crypto is a good play to earn site too, says Gathering the Magic. It's one of the OG Web3 games along with Axie, Splinterlands, etc. Caleb asks, what 4 other apps I should check out to make money, keeping in mind that I'm used to Atlas Earth, Free Cash, YSense surveys, and Brave Crypto Awards browser. Well, I'm not too wide on free-to-play apps. Frankly, Atlas Earth is really the one. I dabble in these couple other ones I mentioned, but most of what I play is on the Hive blockchain. And, you know, Golem Overlords made me a fair amount of money. You have to put a little bit of money into it, but it's on the Hive blockchain, and I make a decent amount of money off of it. But it's not like an app like you're used to on Atlas Earth. Pompey 72's in the house. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Rooney 207 says Rising Star. Yeah, that's another one I play. It's about bands. If you like music and bands, the token is not worth a whole lot, so you can play a lot and not earn a whole lot. But it's one I keep going to. One of the things I like about the Hive blockchain is you can play multiple games and you can transfer the tokens back and forth, buy, sell the tokens, and it all stays on Hive, and you can buy packs and things in other games. Dehota's in the house. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Always active on X. Always see Dehota on X. And you know what? The new guy in Splinterlands, the new marketing guy, has been quite active on X lately as well, too. I saw that. I'm looking for official announcements. He made an announcement earlier. He posted this in Discord as well, but posted it on X as well. Been doing a lot here where they're doing challenges. This week's challenge is Nomos. So you have to win how many battles? Achieve 3 wins before Sunday tomorrow using Nomos in your battles. Build your deck with Nomos, secure 3 wins, share your victories on X. So they're trying to get more promotion going on Twitter X. And then you could win, I think, a bunch of packs. 3 winners who submit their wins in the comments will receive 10 Rebellion packs and 15,000 DEC. So that's pretty good. Obviously, he's trying to do his job, get the things started up on X and use that as a platform. Let's see, what's everybody saying? Alex T says Atlas Earth is cool. Yeah, I'm having a good time with it. Gathering says Wendigo, Uraeus, and a couple fillers. Yeah, I ended up winning that with the Zenith Monk, but I think you could fit Wendigo in there. But Wendigo takes 6 mana, so yeah. Either way, it was a win. So let's do another battle. So we're just last hopes here. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, so what do we got here? We got Melee Mayhem. And usually when I go Melee Mayhem, I use water, but I do not have water to pick from now. I've got life or fire. Got a mid-level mana match. I'm not great with fire. Let's go with General Sloan. See what I can do there. Okay, right up front, who do we got? We got, I'm going to have to throw Olivia in there. I'm going to have to throw Uraeus as a good choice. Who do I have up front, though? Possibly Imperial Knight or Jared Scar. Let's go up front with Imperial Knight. Okay, what do we got? I'm liking really UNJK Elder in the back because of camouflage. Okay, so I've got maybe Crystal Smith, and I've got 3-4 left. 4 mana left. We got Clockwork Aid. No, let's throw in a Time Mage. Throw in Time Mage. See how that goes. Okay, what's everybody saying? Last Hope says, at Caleb, you can buy a spell book and play Splinterlands Modern with rented cards. That is easily profitable for the average gamer. Yeah, if you have time and you want to get into the game. I gotta admit that there's a little bit of a learning curve there on figuring out how to actually rent cards and make money profitably. So, Gathering says, everyone needs to look at the Rebellion reward card and core set to try and figure out where new teams will be. No more key cards like Scavo Hireling, Demon Shark, Deep Lurker, Chaos Agent. Yeah, once our current set of cards go out, Modern is going to change wildly. There's going to be a huge change. And I probably won't be in Modern, most likely. That's why I said, I've said this a number of times over the last few weeks. I've just come to terms that I'm just a wild player. That's fine. I think it's fine. I mean, they're developing the... Why is this match taking so long? Is this person going to error out on me? Or is going to not put in their hand? Yeah, I mean, they're just developing the game, and the game's coming. I'm really looking forward to see what this hardcore mode is, see what that's all about. It's something new that's coming out as well, so we'll see that, see some more details on that pretty soon. Why is this game taking so long? Gathering says, I need to do a video on Chaos Key cards and what new replacement cards will be in the new Modern. Yeah. Last Hope says, so I disagree with the notion of needing to invest a lot. Well, investment can come in two forms, money or time, okay? So if you're going to buy cards, obviously the investment's in money. If you want to learn how to rent cards and learn what cards to rent. So what happened? He surrendered. He didn't put in his hand. So I earned 154 Glen off that and 0.26 SPS. Okay, I'll take a win. A win's a win. But to my point is to learn how to rent cards, learn what to rent, and how to play. It's all a lot. It's a big learning curve to jump into the game. And it goes back to my statement earlier that says, you know, as a player who's been playing a number of years, you have to step back and put yourself into the shoes of a brand new player and the learning curve of what it is to jump in. It's kind of like another game I play, EVE Online, right? It's not Web3 or anything, but it has a very high learning curve, right? And people will say that. Let's step back. I'm like, yeah, it is, right. I've been playing it for years, and a lot of the subsystems and everything are just secondhand to me, but I can step back and see where the learning curve for a brand new player would be pretty steep. And on Splinterlands, it is. My financial journey's here. Welcome. Golem Overlord has been super lucrative for me. Yeah, I agree. Most of what I've made off of Golem Overlord is put back into the game, frankly, but I do make a fair amount off of it, and I could change it over, like Gathering puts his back into Magic cards or into Splinterlands cards and such. But I'm having a good time, and we are coming we're coming along nicely in our guild with all the different research and everything. But most of what I make in the game stays in the game. Could I move it out? Sure. Could I transfer it off and just like take money out of it? Sure. But I've been using to advance our guild. Okay, which hopefully will help everybody out in the guild, right? So, Bolts 85, welcome. Got my energy drink. Says, what's up? Bronze Dragon in chat. Just stopping in real quick to say hello. I am working on my truck steering system. I need to clean out my cabin air filter. I put in new headlights a couple weeks ago. One of the nice things about Atlas Earth is one of their one of their referral code place where you can make off the AMP program is a auto parts store. So every time I go down to the advanced auto parts, I make Atlas bucks off of that. Let's go ahead and jump in and do another battle. I had fun doing battles last Sunday. I did a live stream where we just did battles. Okay, so silent summoners. So got 33 mana. Yeah. Let's try this. What do we got? Right up front. No, let's bail out of this. Let's do General Sloan. I'm going back to white. Why can I not? Okay, we got Olivia the Brook right up front. I think I'm going with Imperial. I like Imperial Knight lately. Let's do a little bit of healing. What we got here? I think I got enough mana for Jin Renova there. I'm going to put her in front of that. Or Jack Elder in the back. And do I have anything for 2 mana? Harpy. Yeah, let's put in the Celestial Harpy. Right. Yeah, let's put Celestial Harpy right there. Okay. See how this goes. Okay, let's catch up with chat. Mystic Force says, free to play Splinterlands cards, way too generous. I think so. I'm always trying to run down my battles in Modern. I'm going to have to take a look at the free to play side of things because I've been busy with, you know, getting cut open. But yeah, so I want to take a look at that, and I might just open up a new account and just check it out. Do like a series on it, see how it goes. Caleb says, I'm checking out Splinterlands now. Is there a referral code I can use? Yes, check out the show notes of this show, or frankly, any of my Splinterlands videos, and there's a referral code if you want to use it. Appreciate it. Alex T says, how many people participate in the marketing event? I haven't yet. I was thinking about it, though. Bolts85 says, it's only for scholars. Just kidding. Gathering says, for example, Cursed Windiku new version will be Lyceros. I like the artwork on Lyceros, yes. Let's go ahead and see where we got. Okay, so he's got a Bakjira up front. He's got a arguably a stronger lineup than I do, but he's playing with 1 BCX card except for that. So this should be interesting. Let's see how this goes. Alex, he says, I think BD's referral code is in his YouTube bio thing. Yeah, I put it, any video like I do on Splinterlands, it's usually, I'm kind of waiting for them to redo their referral program, because frankly, the referral program is one of those things they talked about revamping, because it hasn't helped us. The people who have done a lot of referrals hasn't helped us out a whole lot the way it works, but I do appreciate it if you use it. And it looks like I'm getting beat. I got spanked. And see, that's interesting because you can have a 1 BCX summoner beat a 4 BCX summoner. Yeah. Alex T says, LOL at Bolts, I'm sure you're not wrong. Probably going to be more older players than newer players. New players join Wild as it will be more affordable. They're trying to funnel them into, when you join, they funnel you into Modern. Because obviously the goal is to get you to buy the newer cards, right? That's the way the company makes money. And frankly, this is the way all card companies do. Magic the Gathering, stuff like that. The newest sets are how they make their money. So I'm not against that. But you're right. You know, after people start playing, more than likely they'll start going to Wild because it is cheaper, right? You know, the argument aside, you can rent cards. But there's, like I said, there's a whole learning curve there as far as learning what cards to rent and so forth. Gathering the Magic says if they can figure out how to get DEC. Yeah, I mean, they've made it a lot easier, you know, because I use the, you can go into DEC or SPS, and if you're able to go ahead and get DEC and use these options, you know, like I use this, the bridge, the Transact bridge. Not everybody's lucky enough to be able to use that, I understand. But whenever I first started, it was a lot harder. You know, you didn't have a lot of options that the game does now. And you can just jump in, and with the free-to-play mode, you can just jump in and use credits, right? You can use your PayPal, you can use Venmo, you can actually use crypto if you want to. But a regular Web 2 person can, a regular gamer can jump in here, put a few bucks in, grab a few packs, and play free-to-play. And then if, you know, down the road they want to keep buying, you know, they can keep buying cards. Now, as a free-to-play player, they can't sell those cards. But then, you know, if you buy a few packs, you start playing, you like playing, then you can buy the spell book. It's $10. Wow, you know, that's what, 2 or 3 Magic the Gathering packs, right? And you get in and play, and you start learning the thing. So everything's got a learning curve. It's just, are you having fun doing it? So. Vilson's in the house. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for dropping by. Last Hope says, well, you can do one-click rent a deck with Peak Monsters Bronze Dragon. Takes 2 seconds to rent my deck. There's no issue with renting. Okay, so let's go over to Peak Monsters. And let's go to, where is the one-click? Here's rentals. Let's do the... I'm trying to find the one-click rent a deck. Tell me where I'm going here. Splinterlands is currently processing blocks behind. So we're under rentals. I don't want to rent tokens or soul keep. Let's say I want to rent Rebellion. Oh, that's rewards. Here's Rebellion. I'm trying to find where the one-click rentals are. Yeah, I can't find them. Let's go to the main website then. And let's just look under card rentals. And refresh. See, usually whenever I get thinking about renting, I looked at it one time earlier, a couple weeks ago, and I got to this point, and I'm like, where is it? Where is the one-click rentals? You know? I got to this point, and a lot of people would get to this point, and they're like, here's set rentals right here. Okay, so we've got a Rift Watchers expansion. We've got Rebellion Core. So that is 94 cards. View, no listing available. Okay, so if I wanted to rent some Rebellion cards, I have no options. Okay, let's look at Chaos Legions. So you can rent some Chaos Legion. You can rent a Chaos Legion starter, which is 136 cards. Looks like 91 DEC a day. Not too bad. For those who don't play Splinterlands, that's what? 10 cents? You know? Not too bad. Pretty easy. But I don't know how strong you can play with just a Chaos Legion starter. You could supplement that. You could do the Rift Watchers. So for about 200 DEC a day, you could get a Riftwatcher expansion and a Chaos Legion starter. So that would give you enough, I think, to get in and get up and running. So you're talking about, I don't know, 15 cents a day. It is a lot easier, I'll give you that, than what it used to be. But like I said, a person that is not familiar with the website and not familiar with how to get in, like I said, I couldn't even find, it would take me some digging around here for another 15 minutes to find out where one-click rentals are in Peak Monsters. And I've been using Peak Monsters for years. Okay. Mystic Force says money could be cards, land, maybe. Alex T says you could do gameplay Sunday. People play Splinterlands and do viewer challenges. Sure. Thinking about it. Gathering says, remember to smash that like button. Please do. Like and subscribe. I appreciate it. We're closing in on that 2,000 viewer mark, subscription mark. Looking forward to it. Appreciate everybody doing it. And I appreciate your time when you stop by. So with that said, you know what time it is? It is time to give away a Rebellion pack. So in the chat, put hashtag Rebellion if you want your name in on a Rebellion pack giveaway for Splinterlands. Only enter the game if you intend on playing, if you've got an account now. If you don't intend on playing Splinterlands, please don't enter. But put hashtag Rebellion in the chat and get your name in on a Rebellion pack giveaway. Let's see what everybody's saying while everybody enters their name. Rooney207 says, are most people reinvesting their Splinterlands earnings? I've been buying GLX and taking the risk. I buy cards. Like I said, I usually buy cards. I've been also buying DEC and SPS a little bit at a time lately. Alex T says everyone should be positioning themselves to exit the market post 120K to 150K. If you believe in the project, buy back in what everything drops again. Gathering says buying GLX. Any reason? I'm already selling very small amounts, but I'm well in profit already, says Alex. Let's go ahead and get some names on here. We've got My Financial Journey. And for those wondering, none of what I do on this channel is sponsored by Splinterlands. Everything I give away, unless I specifically note, is out of my pocket. So I do appreciate everybody stopping by, though. Okay, we've got 207. We've got Vilson. We've got Gathering. We've got Dehota. We've got Wibble. We've got Joffrey Jones. Joffrey Jones is in the house. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Joffrey plays a variety of other games as well. Always drops in and comments on how different other things are going on. Oh, Blaze is here. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Rolling off the block. In case you're not aware, Blaze is the new marketing man, as it were, on the Splinterlands team. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Says Splinterlands will be happy to provide some Rebellion packs. We'll get some sent out. Thanks. Whatever you send out, I'll give away on stream because everybody likes a good giveaway. Okay, so do we have everybody on the list? Alex T. Anybody else want on the list before I go ahead and give away this pack? Am I missing anyone? My Financial Journey, Rooney207, Vilson, Gathering, Dehota, Wibble, Joffrey, Alex. Let's see. Let's catch up with chat. Last Hope says, what you should do in Peak Monsters as create your own deck. Once you have done that, you can rent the same deck you made every time. It's much better to make your own deck. Interesting. Okay, I mean, if nobody else wants to get their name in on the drawing, let's go ahead and click spin. Cross your fingers. And the pack goes to My Financial Journey. My Financial Journey, please put your Hive name in chat, and I'll send it to you after the show. Let's catch up with chat. Rooney207 says, at last hope. A few others have mentioned this as well. Have not thought about the math, but need to evaluate. Alex T says, yo, Vilson, make sure you're here around January. I hear good things will be happening in the comment section. Sorry, Crypto Beaver, you got in here a minute late. My Financial Journey 1, and you are Smithers 113. Okay, I'll send that pack to you after the show. I've just been buying, and for the record, whenever I give away packs, I buy them directly off the company. I don't buy them off the secondary. So, although I did use DEC, which saved me a little bit. So, Gathering says, go grab that tofu. You know, I really want a tofu, but look at, I was looking at the price yesterday, and I'm like, oh, man. Let's check it out. Where are we at here? We're in Rebellion. What's tofu at now? Why is that all highlighted? So max level tofu is 649 smackaroonies. Can you believe that? This is one of those things where when it first came out, you're like, oh man, should have bought it when it was at 30 bucks a BCX, right? And apparently from what I hear, this is like a needed card. If you're going to play in the higher ranks, you need one of these cards. But I don't play in higher ranks, so... And it's funny that two of the most powerful cards ever in Splinterlands were both cats. What's up with that? We need some dogs. We need some dog representation. Seriously. Dehota says, Blaze is always lurking. I imagine that, you know, you trying to see what's going on with the various streams about Splinterlands and everything. Appreciate it. Rolling off the block, or Blaze says, speaking of lurking, Coral Lurker is on the secondary market, single copy, as low as $5.13. Haven't looked at that lately. I believe, you know what? On this account, I don't even know. I don't have a Coral Lurker on this account. I do have a max level one on my main account, but not on this account. This account was kind of, not kind of, it was devised and put together a few years ago of extra cards on my primary account. And back when we had level limits in leagues, this played at silver. It was great at silver. So let's do another battle. Yeah, Alex says, I remember when tofu was 10 bucks. Yeah, that didn't last too long. Joffrey says, I was buying them at 28 a BCX. Okay, what do we got here? We've got Aimless. You know what? Mid-level mana match. Let's go with Helios Matriarch, and I got to go with Death for range. What do we got up front? Maybe Cursed Wendigo? Maybe Heartclaw? Let's go Cursed Wendigo. And Cursed Windicoot? No, I'm going to go with Jin Chwala since I went Dragon. Mage Necrosi is always a good choice. I'll throw Arachne Weaver in there for Gathering. Got a little bit of time left. Got 10 mana. How about Whistling Damon? No. Lisa Fox, that burns through most. That's too expensive. Let's go in with Ravenhood Warden and Whistling Damon. Got 3 left. Just enough for Uraeus. Who's going to go in the back, though? 2 speed, 4 speed, 4 speed. Oh, Mage Necrosi's got camouflage. Let's put him in the back. Okay, let's see how this works out. Okay, let's catch up with chat. We're coming down towards the end of the half hour. Appreciate everybody coming by. Joffrey says, BD, you should be playing the market in OTG. What's OTG? Sorry, I've got so many games going on. Alex T says, I think cards are too illiquid at this point to get more. Weaver Gathering says, need a taunt with the Weaver. Rooney207 says, Alex T, you're right about that. Okay, let's see. So my opponent did come in with the Cursed Windicoot, came in with a Silent Shavi. I was thinking about that. Not familiar with this new Ska Drudge, though. Ravenhood Warden. And Damnfear Stalker. I was thinking about him, but it was kind of expensive. Okay, let's see who wins. Alex T says, rocking with what we got and pushing to max rewards. And Gathering says, Windicoot, Weaver, Night Ghoul, and anything else. So far, this is not looking really excellent for me. But I took his Windicoot down. Oh! Need to get rid of a few more of those cards for me to feel good. Oh, Scavenge kicked in. Good. Love that Scavenge. Okay. I think I got this wrapped up. So, good choice nonetheless. Jin Chwala has always been a favorite of mine. Got 0.2 SPS off that and 126 glint. And just to give you a little bit of something to judge off of, this account has a little bit over 5,000 SPS staked, but I do have 50,000 incoming. I have a benefactor that's lending me some SPS, so I do appreciate that. You know who you are. So that gives you some kind of idea about putting SPS in. So, yeah, I like Weaver. So, anyway, we're coming down to the end of the half hour. Look forward to some more Splinterlands related content coming out this week. Also, some Atlas Earth content. I'm just trying to get back up and running from the operation. And I'm feeling pretty good. Everything went well, and I appreciate all the well wishes that came in. So otherwise, thanks for joining me this week. Next week, it'll be same bat time, same bat channel, 11:30 Eastern time. If you have time, stop by, talk Splinterlands, Atlas Earth, whatever else you want to talk about, as long as it's gaming related. Also, I'm glad we didn't get off on the topic of the Tyson fight. What a fiasco that was. But I'll talk to you all and see you in Atlas Earth, Splinterlands, whatever game we have in common. Have a good week and stay healthy.